You know when we're on.
All right, looks like we're live.
All right. Welcome to our Friday Food Wish. Let me get on here and make sure that we got some.
We got to flip it around though. Yep, let's flip it around.
What do you mean?
It's showing this direction. Hey.
No, I'm watching. I'm looking at.
What's up, Darmak? Tan, the man. Or woman.
Tan and Darmac. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are live. All right. Awesome. All right, today we are going to be doing gumbo.
It's not working.
What's not working?
Oh, here we go. Ready? Let's do that. There we go. Technical difficulties. Haha.
Good. What happened?
Oh, it was videotaping me the whole time.
Oh.
Welcome everyone.
Okay. All right. New starter show.
Heading to work.
All right. So we got gumbo already going. We haven't started cooking the gumbo as of yet, but we've got the roux already going. Let me just show you this roux real quick, and I'm going to show you the recipe for the roux. This is the roux, and this is a roux of bacon drippings as well. This is a roux of bacon drippings as well as 1 cup of flour. And I cooked it down until it got that nice brown color. That's the base of a good gumbo. You got to start with a good roux. And so I wanted to make sure that I had that done before we got started, because that's a key element to that. And it takes a little bit of time to get that coloring and everything like that down. So what we're going to be using today, got a whole host of ingredients. Now remember, this is a show that you get the behind the scenes of me capturing the video for me putting this gumbo out on the channel as well. So you'll actually be seeing me do some of my shots of video, so then later I can do the voiceover. Now if you haven't noticed, I got a different countertop. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the countertop. I actually did the countertop myself, so I'm excited about that. And maybe I'll give you guys some insights about that if you really want to know about it. But just let me know what you think about it in the comments below. But I'm really proud of it. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start by putting my meats inside. I gotta cut this chicken up. Putting my meats inside of the pot, so I can fry it up. I want my meats to be cooked at least partially right now, even though it's going to be cooked in the stew. So let me get my oil into this pan. And I'm using some sausage that has chili in it. Usually you would use andouille sausage, but today I couldn't find andouille. You know what? I forgot to take a video of this particularly. So I couldn't find andouille, so instead I've got a sausage that has some spices and some chili infused into it. All right.
So typically whenever you're making gumbo, I mean, are you looking to have it be very spicy, or is that traditionally how it's made?
Yeah, traditionally you want some spice. Woo!
All right.
Now we're cooking.
That's a fire.
Yeah. I think I had that on there a little too long waiting.
We'll come over here and see what you're doing.
All right. So really, I just wanted to start getting this cooked a little bit, because andouille would have been already cooked had I used that. But this is a raw sausage, so I'm just going to go ahead and they do have andouille that's uncooked as well.
Okay.
But I'm just kind of aiding it out so it cuts on the cooking time later on.
Yep, so Tan's actually given the proper credit to 312 as being the one who requested for gumbo to be made.
I was going to get to that. 312 East, West. This is your gumbo and your request. Thank you for reminding me, Tan. I haven't gotten to my shout-out portion yet, but I guess anytime's a good time. Anytime's a good time for a shout-out. So, yep. 312 East West, thank you for the recommendation for today's show of gumbo. I'm enjoying it. My family's going to enjoy it. So thank you for your contribution to this. Absolutely. So, all right, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to get my onions, pepper, and my celery. I already cut up the celery already. And I'm going to cut all that up. Let me wash my board off real quick. It did have some chicken on it. And we don't need any cross-contamination.
Just to let you know, Dave is on here too.
All right, welcome W. Dave. Welcome W. Dave. Welcome to the show. All right, so I'm going to get my onions. I'll chop those up as well as green peppers. So I'm using one sweet white onion. Remove the top of that. It's got that hard piece to it. Right.
So as the onion starts to dry out, that top layer over time just gets harder, right?
Yeah.
That's why you remove that?
Yes, and you don't want that in there because onions, once they start cooking, sweating and cooking down, they actually get soft, and those pieces won't get soft. And so you'll have this film as you're eating it if you don't remove that. So definitely take that off. All right.
And someone's asking who's there with you.
This is my brother Mal, and he is starting his own channel called No Wheat Eats. Yeah. So I'll be putting the description in a link so that you can go follow him as well. And I'm sure I'll be in some of his videos as well. Yeah. But his channel is just getting off the ground now, and he's going to be posting some content on this weekend.
Yep.
So be ready, be ready, be ready. All right. So this is in cooking often called the Holy Trinity, and this is a trio of vegetables. Onions, peppers, and your celery. So we're going to take that and we're actually going to add that right to the roux. So let me get my roux started again. Now that roux is a nice chocolatey dark color.
Let's go check that out.
It's a nice dark color. It's not burnt. I'm going to turn this chicken off.
Yeah, so they're asking if this is a culinary family. And I would say my brother, who's the younger, it's always been a friendly rivalry between the two of us. But he was always the master chef. So I'm starting to get into it a little bit more. A family member of mine is unable to eat wheat eats. Yeah, so it looked like we had a buffering issue there a second ago, but yeah, so the channel, my channel is No Wheat Eats. We are unable to eat wheat in the household, so I'm going to be starting to put some videos out like that. It's called Gluten-Free Cooking. Celiac is the name of the disease. So you probably all heard of gluten-free and might think that it's a fad, but there are people that are affected that actually it's an immune deficiency. So I'm going to be cooking recipes that don't involve wheat. So, and it's really funny, but a lot of recipes actually that are traditional don't really call for that. Yep, you're right. Yep, no eat wheats. I'll be commenting in a second, so then that way you can get a direct link to the channel.
All right, I'm gonna just make some room here. Let me put my chicken off the side.
All right, James Shrimp Fajitas is here.
Hey, James Shrimp Fajitas.
Yeah, making the place smell good. You guys should be here. This stuff smells fantastic.
That's what I said last time. We need to create smell-o-vision.
Oh, smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
That would be so good. Oh.
Yes, indeed. So, all right. So while that roux is cooking, the vegetables in there, what I'm gonna do is add chicken broth. All right, I'm gonna add this entire container of chicken broth.
All right. So I've seen you do your magic before. So chicken bouillon, could you do chicken bouillon in water?
You could.
Okay.
You could definitely do chicken bouillon in water, and you could also use beef bouillon if you wanted to make it a beef. For some reason, I'm just more given to chicken bouillon and broth than I am to beef. But
okay.
That's just me.
All right.
You could do. I see some recipes out there that call for the bouillon. So what I want to do is get this broth to a boil.
All right, so let's look at that. We were looking at golden brown before, so what's the consistency now? Sorry for the shaky video, but you guys are getting it live.
Here's the roux.
Here's the transformation.
Here's the roux.
Got it. And that is looking good. So you're looking for all that flavor from the roux to be incorporated into the vegetables, season those up.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now the roux is also the thickening agent.
Okay.
So we got color. We have color here. We have it as a thickening agent. All these flavors just melting together and marrying together just wonderfully.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got the start of something great.
All right.
Now, I've got some white rice just cooking.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Talking about great, we have Freedom Liberty in the house.
Freedom Liberty, Freedom Liberty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you on board. We're cooking gumbo today.
Gumbo.
Thank you. 312 East West, or is it West East?
Do not know. Everyone loved when you said East West though.
Okay, East West. It is then. 312 East West. Thank you for your contribution.
Oh, and Freedom's going yum.
Yum. It'll make your tongue go yum.
Yum.
All right, so I'm gonna add some bay leaves.
Got it.
To my stock. You want to add a couple bay leaves. Now you can, bay leaves are going to add some great flavor, but you can also take them out after everything is done and cooked.
All right.
So, oh, you know what? I didn't record that portion for my show, so let me go ahead and recreate that.
All right. I didn't call these guys out, but Caveman's coming on right now, and Steve-O. Steve-O's been on for a long time.
Okay.
So.
Well, welcome, welcome.
And Caveman's rocking the Kiss avatar. Very nice. Like it, I like it.
Welcome, welcome. All right, so. All right, I'm gonna start doing some magic here. I'm gonna throw the meat into.
Right. Let's come over here and do a little shoulder cam.
I'm gonna throw the meat into there. I'm going to throw my can of diced tomatoes into there as well. Now I'm using the fire roasted diced tomatoes. Why? Because that's what I had in my pantry. Here's the beautiful thing about gumbo. Gumbo is one of those meals that you will never make gumbo the same way. You know, you're never supposed to make gumbo exactly the same way. Because gumbo is really, what do I have in my refrigerator? And so I'm gathering ingredients that I have. See, let me show you a little something. I have Thai chili peppers. They're not usually used in gumbo, but the reason I'm using them is that's what I had in my refrigerator. And that's in order to give that heat element. First of all, I love the Thai chili peppers, but remember, I got a good deal on them. I got like a whole pack for 99 cents. So I don't want to throw them out. I want to use them. So that's what gumbo is. Gumbo is, look in your refrigerator. Do you have pork? Do you have chicken? Do you have beef? Do you have steak? Whatever sausages you have, you combine all of that, and that's gumbo. That's gumbo. That's the authentic gumbo. So you'll never see the same exact recipe for gumbo. All right, I'm gonna turn this roux off. This roux is gonna be added to this. All right, but before I do all that, I'm gonna trim these peppers because I don't want those ends on there. And some dishes is fine, but not for this.
All right, W. Dave can't handle this. I don't know if he wants to leave the chat room or not, but I think he's saying that everything just looks so delicious and he wants to be here. But
Dave, if look, we're gonna have to maybe have a show where we actually invite some people in. I'm only gonna use 6 of these because I don't want to kill my guests that are eating, my family that is. But I'm just gonna loosely chop those. I'm just gonna leave the seeds intact and everything. That means we're gonna have some flavor.
Spicy.
Now I cooked 12 ounces of bacon earlier. That's what gave me my base for the fat drippings that I needed to make my roux. Now I'm gonna put a comment on the video below on the on how to make the roux from start to finish. Very simple. It's just fat and flour. And you can use whatever fat, really. You could use, if you wanted to use just plain vegetable oil, you can make a roux out of that. Preferably, if you can't use, preferably it's bacon fat for this dish. But if you wanted to use butter instead, that would be the second option. If you just had nothing else in the house, you could get away with just using vegetable oil. But you're not going to think about the flavor of bacon drippings. All right, flavorful. Butter, flavorful. Oil, vegetable oil, not so much. So you're going to lose out a little bit on the flavor. But once again, if you don't have it in the house, just use what you have.
So James Shrimp Fajita is giving a little hack on the rice, adding turmeric to the rice to give it some color and a little bit of flavor. Yep.
That would be very good. I'm going to take my bacon and crumble it right in there.
Here we go.
And it's turmeric.
Turmeric, not turmeric?
Yeah, turmeric.
All right, that's how we say it down up north.
Up north?
Down south, up north. East west, on the east west side. That's what we're going to say.
All right, so I got to do this one after the fact. So I added, did I video myself adding the fried roasted tomatoes today?
Yes.
I videoed myself doing that on this?
Yes, yeah, you did.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Can I get confirmation? Everyone saw that, right?
All right. Can you leave them there and help me here?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, I'm gonna need another set of hands here because this is an important time right now. And I'm sorry you guys can't get the good close-up, but you're gonna have to watch the video to get the good close-up. Right now, we're gonna add the roux to this. Booyah. Okay. All that goodness, I'm scraping all that goodness off of there, all that flour, all that seasoning, and just getting it right into there. Man. And now what I want to do is make sure I incorporate it real good. So I'm gonna just really stir it well, because I don't want any lumps in here.
No lumps. No lady lumps.
That is looking so good already.
Yeah, you guys, this is looking fantastic, man. That sauce is thickening up just the way he wanted it. Bailey's in there. All right, Bailey, special guest star.
All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to this. And where's my whisk? I'm just gonna whisk out a little bit of the goodness that was left in the bottom of the pot.
Yep, Steve-O, that's a marriage made in heaven, man.
Turmeric. I love turmeric. Is that?
Yeah.
And
yep.
turmeric,
James brought it up.
Turmeric, with ginger. I'm gonna show you a good drink that's gonna help you with inflammation. A turmeric ginger drink. You have to add a little bit of black pepper to turmeric to activate the turmeric, the inflammation, the anti-inflammatory properties in turmeric. So you add a little bit of black pepper to it, and then that actually helps to bring down inflammation in the body.
Okay.
Health tip. Man, I can't say it right. Health tip, yeah.
Health tip.
There you go. Come on, bring them over here.
Come on.
Over here. This is,
here we go.
They can watch this now. Now they can see.
Oh, look at that.
Here's Gumbo. Here's Gumbo doing its thing. All right. So now I'm going to add my spices to this. Beautiful, beautiful mix. Okay, let me get my other camera. Just get it
right behind me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little scattered right now, y'all, so just bear with me. Alright, so we're cooking this down. Now, one of the rules of my kitchen is you have to taste your food. You got to taste your food. And so, always get in the habit of tasting. I'm going to add some garlic powder to this. And I'm going to be a little heavy because usually I would use fresh garlic in this, but I didn't. So all right. I'm using about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder in this. I love garlic.
So I have a question. So when you have your meat sitting in the pot, so you have sausage and you have chicken in there, and you don't want salmonella or anything like that, like, so you're saying taste the food.
Well, I mean,
when do you?
Once it's cooked, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not tasting it yet. I'm saying, as you're cooking, you want to taste your flavors. You want to make sure your flavors are right. Some people will go by a recipe and then it'll say this much salt, and then they'll only put that much salt, and then they pour it on their plate and then tasting it for the very first time when they sit down to eat. No, that's not what a good cook does. A good cook is always tasting their food. Now, he's right. Make sure it's safe to taste the food at the time when you're tasting it. But, all right, I'm using this Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning.
What did you say?
Slap your mama.
Wait.
Don't call mom.
Yeah. You know she will come down here and slap you right back.
No, you don't want to slap my mama. We'd be in some big trouble there. But that's the name of this. I had a my sister-in-law actually went down to New Orleans, and she brought me back a whole bunch of spices, and so this was one that she brought back that was highly recommended down there. So I'm going to take about a good tablespoon of that. You know what? I'm going to just say 1.5 tablespoons of that. Now, there are a lot of other ones out there. Tony Cachare's makes a very good New Orleans style, Cajun spice mix. And so, matter of fact, usually I have some of that. And, I'm kind of surprised I don't have it. I'm going to add a whole can of tomato paste to that. You know what I didn't do? Once again, I didn't show what I added. So, well, let me go ahead and do that now.
So then the Slap Your Mama powder, whatever it is, where are you getting that from? Supermarket?
Well, I believe she got it at a supermarket down in New Orleans.
Okay.
But once again, you can go to your grocery store. You can find Tony Cachare's pretty much everywhere, and his stuff is very good. So, and maybe you have an international market around you, or rather a specialty market around you. And I'm getting hungry right now. This is smelling so good. I'm sorry to continue to tease you guys, but all right. So I'm going to be adding this whole can of tomato sauce right to this.
Okay, another tip from James. He's saying that you can actually take an empty container to any grocery store, and they might be able to order it for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then of course we're internet age. You order it on Amazon, it'll be there next day or 2 days.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
Say that 5 times real fast. Worcestershire, Worcestershire, Worcestershire. All right.
You only did it twice.
1,
Up.
2.
2. Okay.
And then I'm gonna add a little bit of hot pepper sauce, just a little dash.
So let's count all the hot that's in there. So there's hot in the sausage. There's
3
hot.
dashes of hot sauce, or you could use Tabasco.
So we're looking at Thai peppers. We're looking at sausage heat. We're looking at onion heat. That's mild, right?
Yeah, there's no heat in that.
But then you're looking at this slap your mama. That's supposed to be all crazy. And then Tabasco sauce. Okay.
Look at how rich that looks. Now I'm getting ready to taste it now. I know that chicken's done.
All right.
Now here's.
So what are you testing? The sauce or the chicken?
I'm testing the sauce.
The sauce. Okay.
The sauce is what's making this thing. Come on over.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Now here's the 2-spoon method of tasting.
2 spoons.
I'm not gonna promise I do this every time, but you take 1 spoon as your serving spoon, and then this is your tasting spoon, and then from there.
Wait. Oh, there we go. All right. Looks like he likes it.
I do. I'm gonna add something to that though.
Okay. Here we go.
Because I was gonna add it earlier, but I didn't know if it was gonna be overkill. My Badia Complete Seasoning. They should sponsor me. If somebody from who's the company? Oh, Badia Spices. You know how much I use this in my recipes? You better start sponsoring me for this. But I'm telling you right now, this is some awesome stuff. So if you don't have any, there's a reason I keep using this in my cooking. This is some good stuff. You want a good complete seasoning mix. Badia Complete Seasoning, it enhances the flavor of so much stuff, and it's got, just look at it.
So
Look
what
at
are
all
we
the
getting? I mean, it
spices.
looks like there's garlic, onion.
Is there a bay leaf? Well, there's a bay leaf in the picture. Yeah, it doesn't tell you all the spices. It just says dehydrated vegetables in the ingredients. They don't want to give you their secret recipe, but
Trust me, it's good.
it's good stuff. So I'm gonna add. You know what? I'm gonna pour from this side, the big side.
Yeah. So
We're
as soon
gonna
as
add one,
that steam hits it, it's closing
2.
up the holes. So how many teaspoons do you think you put in there?
I'd say about 3 teaspoons.
Okay.
About a tablespoon.
So a tablespoon.
Man, this stuff. All right. So I'm gonna turn that down to a simmer. Well, you know what? I keep forgetting. Gotta get used to this live stream doing 2 things at one time. I can't chew gum and pat my head and tummy at the same time. So I added a little bit of that.
Tan's asking when you were in the Navy traveling around, did you try the local food in the country?
Oh,
Wait.
That's a great question, Tan.
Now, why would you not try local food? You know?
That's exactly where I was getting ready to go. That's a great question because I used to have a lot of people. When we would go to port somewhere, we would have, and my brother and I were both in the Navy, so he can attest to this. There were a lot of people who would stop at McDonald's, at KFC, at the local
in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're in a foreign country. You know,
open to these new experiences.
Right. I've been to England, Spain, France, Italy, Africa. You know, in Kenya and Turkey, and
Greece.
Israel,
Greece.
Yeah, been to all these different places. Why do I want their version of KFC? You know, I can have KFC anytime. So
anytime.
I didn't even want to stay in the districts where all the tourists were.
Yeah.
I wanted to explore out and see what was out there. I wanted to eat the food that the locals ate. I wanted to be around the people in the local areas and kind of see what it was. I wanted to go to the Red District. Yeah, I did at that time. I wanted to explore the country, not go to the little tourist areas. So if you're going somewhere else, a resort, anywhere, try to find some, at least explore out a little bit and get a real taste of the foods of that country.
And that's where your good stories come from, you know?
Yeah.
Living life.
So you're really probably not going to see the final product on this because I want this to simmer for about another 20 minutes or so. Well, but maybe you can. You know, I talk a lot, so and if you're willing to stay and listen, I'm willing to keep talking. The last thing I'm going to add is shrimp. The very last thing we're going to do is add a shrimp. And of course, first of all, this is already cooked shrimp, so I don't want it to cook too much. And if I was going to use raw shrimp, same thing. Raw shrimp cooks in a matter of minutes. So you don't want to add this too early because, of course, it's going to get overdone, overcooked. So
and it is frozen, right?
That is frozen.
So it's going to add moisture to the roux. So that'll have to cook down a little bit just to get rid of that moisture, or no?
Yeah, but that's very minimal because I mean I'm only adding a little bit of shrimp. That sauce is already thick, and even if it waters down just a little bit, it's not gonna be too much.
All right.
So, all right, y'all. Has anyone commented on my countertop? What do you think about the new countertop?
I haven't been able to monitor the comments, but I definitely know that a few people have given you a shout out over it. But yeah, what do you guys think about it? Let's go in for a little look-see. So W. Dave, what do you want to know more about? So they want to know, what did you use? Is it real wood?
Okay, this is real wood. Check it out. I'm very excited to tell you about what I did.
So someone is asking if it's barn wood.
It looks like barn wood because that's what I tried to make it look like. This is actually plywood. And I got plywood cut to the same measurements as my countertop. And then I looked on YouTube. Beautiful YouTube, love YouTube. To find out how to make new wood look distressed. And I found some techniques on how to make the wood look distressed. I did some poundings on it, gave it some little texture. Then I put a stain on it. Then I took some paint and watered down some black paint. Then I took a blowtorch and all these marks that look like they're the character marks in wood. I made those in there. I mean, I just had fun last night, and then also I put some polyurethane on it as well.
How long did it take you?
It took me a few hours. Well, yeah, it took me a few hours. Lots of coats, but it was fun. It was artwork, and then stuff didn't come out exactly how I wanted it, so I sanded it down and started over. So I did that a couple times. So because it was my first time, you know, if I were to do it all over again, I don't think it would take me even half the time it took me yesterday.
So W. Dave is saying that poly does take a long time to dry.
Yeah.
So
it cured. It took about 8. I let it cure for 8 hours, and actually I want to put another coating of poly, but I didn't have time obviously because I have the show to do. So what I'm going to do is after the show, cook, clean, all that. I'm going to put another poly and then let it cure, you know, overnight.
All right, cool. So Steve-O is saying that a sealer poly would probably be a good investment.
A sealer poly?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, do you have any recommendations on a sealer poly? I didn't even know there was something called a sealer poly. That's a great idea.
I didn't see the name, but I know what you're talking about. So wooden pallets. People collect wooden pallets. Yeah. Actually, when my videos come out, you guys, I did a very similar project in my backyard. A glass tabletop that I had broke. The glass did. So I just took pieces of my old fence, and I just fashioned those together and reinforced the back. And again, you'll see it when I post to the channel here, and start pushing out videos. But yeah, it's a really economical thing to do. It looks really rustic, like someone had mentioned, and beautiful at the same time. You know, it lends to presentations and cooking videos. It's just a great aesthetic.
Yeah, I'm truthfully, I'm pleased, as well as almost shocked at how easy it was, how affordable it was, how easy it was, and how well it came out. And so I'm ecstatic, because I don't know if you know, but this has been for me like an eyesore. You saw me taking out the bamboo thing just to try to get some sort of natural aesthetic, and I just knew this countertop was going to go. So luckily it worked out. All right, I'm going to add a pinch of sugar to this. And where did I put my sugar? That's condensed sugar. Oh, I guess I better go to my pantry. I'm a little scattered today, guys, so just bear with me. Do I have sugar? Do I have sugar? Did somebody move the sugar?
Uh-oh. We're on a hunt for sugar. Hey guys, we're gonna have to come over to your houses and borrow a cup of sugar.
Can I borrow a cup of? Oh, here we go. I just overlooked it. Sugar. I need to get those containers for sugar, flour. What's the other thing? There's always 3 of them. Sugar, flour, and what?
Eggs.
Eggs?
What are you talking about? What?
Those
in bags?
Containers, the canister container things.
Let's see if someone else can figure it out.
Sugar, flour. What am I missing?
Hey, we have a lot of people coming on now. So, Sin Marie's here.
Sin Marie.
Brooke Burks is here.
Hey, Brooke.
Annie X.
Annie X. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
All right.
Show them the gumbo. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Gumbo.
Time for the gumbo.
Gumbo time.
It's time for the gumbo, yo.
It's gumbo time. All right.
All right, and call off the search. We found the sugar.
We found the sugar. Now let's look at this gumbo. Let's look at this gumbo.
All right, so what do we have in there? What are the ingredients again?
All right, what we got in here is, first of all, you got your roux mixture, which has the holy trinity of onions, peppers, as well as celery. And then, as far as meat, so far we have some sausage and some chicken, and we're going to be adding shrimp toward the end. And we also have...
Oh, wait.
some fire roasted.
Sorry, no need to cut you off. Let's listen to that bubble.
Hear that,
bubble,
baby?
Bubble, toil and trouble. Come on. Add the sugar.
That's it. That's it. Just 1 spoon of sugar.
1 dab will do you.
Now, the reason I'm adding... Oh, man. I just added a little bit more because I didn't record myself doing it. That ain't gonna hurt nothing.
All right. 2 tablespoons, not too bad.
Well, I put 1.5 teaspoons.
Okay.
All right, now you may pull my Southern card because I'm not adding okra to this. And the reason I'm not adding okra to this is because I don't like okra. Sorry.
Slimy.
Sorry. I don't like okra. So I'm not going to add okra to it just because some recipes call for okra and some people put in okra. I don't like okra. So there's no okra in my gumbo. All right, but my gumbo is still good. And the sugar actually helps to balance out all the flavors. So that's why we're adding the sugar, in case someone was wondering. I add that to balance out the flavors. So once again, the last thing we're going to add is the shrimp. And I think I'm ready to add it right now. I'm going to add the shrimp. You know what? Before I add the shrimp, I'm actually going to take because normally I've just been adding them with the little tails on them, but I don't want to do that. I don't want any, I just want to be able to pick up my meal and eat and not have to fight with nothing. So I'm just gonna pull off those little tails.
All right. So I know you were just explaining your hatred for okra, just like I don't like okra, but Freedom, as usual, our vocal guy, yeah, he's basically saying that fried okra is the best. Yum.
Numb.
Now,
not for me.
Now here's the thing.
I've had fried okra, and it's more tolerable. But I don't know. I'm not into it. Not into it. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had any other variety other than like in a stew. But I'm seeing pickled okra. That's a good bet from Josh.
Pickled okra.
I mean, you know what? But that's the thing, is going right back to the attitude that, you know, hey, you try things, you're adventurous.
Hey, here's the thing.
Go for it.
If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. As long as you're eating it. But I don't know. I don't like okra. I made that beautiful, delicious lamb stew the other day. I mean, that stew was delicious. Could be served in any restaurant, anywhere. My wife comes home. What are you eating? I said lamb stew. She said she loves curry. It was a curry lamb stew. And she loves curry anything. And as soon as she found out it was lamb, she went out, and bought a Wawa meatball sub. Now, I was offended. That meal, and I had someone else that came over, and they were just raving about it and all that. And he actually called my wife crazy. You're crazy, you didn't want to eat that. But for some reason, when she hears the word lamb, she just blocks out. She just doesn't get with the program for some reason. And there are a couple of times that I made a shepherd's pie one time, and I also made a shepherd's pie last night. That will be on the channel as well. And but I made the shepherd's pie yesterday with ground beef, but last time I made it with lamb, the traditional way. And she tore it up because I didn't tell her what she was eating. I just told her she was eating shepherd's pie. So she assumed that it was ground beef. And she tore it up and she congratulated me and how wonderful it was, etc., etc. And then after I told her it was lamb, then, you know, it was just like one of those gotcha moments. Because she keeps saying that she doesn't eat lamb. Well, she loves lamb, but for some reason there's just a mental thing that she blocks out for some reason after when she hears lamb. So it's probably the same thing with me with Oprah, you know.
All right, well, Simmery is saying she's loving your shirt. So let's get a full frontal on that.
It's supposed to hurt, you know. You go work out, yeah, out there yelling and complaining about it. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. What is it? No pain, no gain. Yeah, it's supposed to hurt.
Right? Life's not supposed to be completely easy. You're supposed to grow and challenge yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Go out there and do something.
So, I'm hoping the quality, I know it is, but I'm hoping the quality of this is a lot better than the very first one that we had. And quality and the lighting and everything. All right, y'all, come on.
All right.
Come on. Where's my, hold on. Hold on, come on. Hold on. All right.
Just like the Navy, stand by to stand by.
Yeah, hurry up and wait.
Yep, hurry up and wait.
All right. Booyah. Shrimp in. Shrimps in.
Slipping and slide into the gumbo. Yo.
Shrimps in. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Come on.
So if you notice that the boiling disappeared, that's because the temperature of the shrimp, it's frozen, immediately cooled down the whole mixture. So now you're having to wait for it to get back up to boil again.
Yeah.
All right, people are getting hungry now.
Oh my
Everybody
goodness.
bringing their spoon.
Woo! I am going to be made an honorary Southern citizen after this pot. Gumbo. You know what?
Or Yumbo, as some people might call it. Yeah.
That's going to be on the channel.
Yumbo.
Gumbo. Yeah, Gumbo is yum. Oh, man, that's going to be my yum. That's going to be my yum for that video. Thank you. Yumbo. I didn't have to think about it. Huh. Oh, my goodness. This is looking so good.
Uh-oh. Josh is using a snow shovel.
Snow shovel.
to dish out some of this Yumbo. That's a good one, Josh. Yeah.
I love
Get
it.
it.
I love it. All right, I'm going to start getting ready to plate. I'm going to start getting my...
So are we good on that rice, or?
That rice should be done. That rice should be done.
All right.
Look at this. In less than an hour, we've got gumbo. It's 11:50.
So that's the thing. As long as you have a recipe in place and you know your way around the kitchen, it doesn't take that long to make food.
Yeah,
and also not being afraid to try things. I mean, that's one of the biggest things.
You know what? That's a great point, because half of people say that they're scared of cooking, or they don't ever try. If you don't try, of course you're not going to be good at it. I burned a lot of pots before I was any good at this, so absolutely. All right, I'm going to turn that up. I just want to make sure that shrimp is done. Got my...
Yeah, and James, definitely, food has always been an art form. There are always people competing against each other. If you guys haven't seen it, there's a great Netflix special called Chef's Table. It is one of the best put together shows, cooking, documentaries essentially. They're probably like about 45 minutes to half an hour long, and they're amazing. I mean, they go from France to Brazil to Tibet, Thailand, and all of these chefs. There's a Buddhist monk who just cooks vegetarian style dishes, and it's insane. The prep that goes into it, the attitude that they all have, they definitely view it as an art form.
Now, how many of y'all think you can do this? How many of you think you can do this? See, the whole thing is, cooking is not as hard as we make it seem. So you can do this. Just take your time and try it out. And matter of fact, if you mess it all up, you learn something. You learn something.
Yeah.
I stained the table. I'm real pleased with it. First time doing it. I watched some videos on YouTube, just like you're watching this cooking video today. And I just followed what they did. I followed what they did. I made a little adjustments. I did some things they didn't do. With the torch, I thought, I think I can burn this wood and make it look black, like those I don't know what they're called, but those, I'm just calling them character marks inside of wood. And I took a torch and did it, and it worked. I sanded it down just a little bit, just to kind of lighten it into the wood and make sure it blended into the wood. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, man, I got another tool.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you add and you build upon someone else's experiences, what someone else has done, and then you kind of adjust it and make it your own. That's the same thing with cooking. You know, yeah. I can look at someone else's recipe, but I'm not going to cook the same way they cook it. You know, I can adjust it to my liking, and that's what I suggest that you do. You're looking at me cooking, but adjust it to what you like. If you love okra, load it up with okra. You know, if you love some other type of meats, and load it up. Matter of fact, that's what gumbo's about. Gumbo's about what's in your fridge. And so there's some basic things that are always in a gumbo. The roux is a basic. You know, you can't really, you know, deviate from that too much. You want to use some nice stock. You want to use all these things, but you can do lots of variations. As Mal was saying earlier, you know, if you don't have regular stock, first of all, preferably you have your own chicken stock. But if you don't, use a canned chicken stock or a container chicken stock. If you don't have that available to you, use some water and some chicken bouillon or beef bouillon or whatever. But you've got a lot of different ways you can go.
Test it out, yeah.
That's why I love cooking.
So here, I'm gonna pan over to
I'm ready.
Tabletop again here,
We're
just
ready.
to show you.
We are ready.
So that's the aesthetic that we're looking at. Going for. Oh, so I'm seeing, sorry guys, comments are coming up a little fast. Trying to multitask.
I need something that's gonna, boom, I can just clip right onto here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a clip for this.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, I happen to be off from work today, so I'm helping my bro out by filming. I see that a lot of you are appreciative of the fact that there's a cameraman helping and panning around to the different scenes that he's talking about, but I won't always be here. My channel is going to be just recorded after work. I'm going to edit and probably try and get maybe 1 or 2 videos out weekly.
Come here and take a look at this. Look at me.
All right, let's check this out. And I'll stop. Ooh. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Put that. Can you put that down for a second and just
Let's see.
capture this one real quick?
All right, give me a second, guys. All right.
So I'm using it right on white because this has its own natural, beautiful colors. Look at that. Look at that. You see that gravy?
Yeah, that is thick. Yep.
Now they say gumbo is actually better the second day because all those flavors get to mingle with one another. All right. I'm going to just wipe this edge of this for presentation purpose.
Hey, you guys are definitely welcome to come over if you are looking for that. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, if you're near Delaware, I invite you. Near Delaware, I'd invite you to come. Speaking of that, on last night, my Philadelphia Eagles won again. Like I said, the #1 team in America, Philadelphia Eagles. Woo! If you can't tell, I am an avid Eagles fan. All right, I'm gonna just take a scoop of this rice, put it right there in the middle.
Yeah, all that wiping went
I'm gonna wipe
by the wayside.
Gonna wipe again. Wipe again for the presentation of this. And this is what they do in your restaurant. So sometimes, yeah, presentation is everything. They're gonna wipe. They're gonna wipe. All right, so I'm gonna just throw a little bit of parsley on top of that.
There we go. Yeah, and I agree with you, Josh. I would go with sticky rice too. I know my brother hates sticky rice.
I do not like sticky rice.
But yeah. But again, there we go. Jasmine rice, sticky rice, basmati, whatever you want.
I could do basmati, jasmine. But yeah, I'm not a sticky rice. I don't like the texture. Don't like the texture. See, that's once again, everybody has difference.
Oh yeah, Sing orzo is good, a good choice.
Orzo, yeah, orzo could work.
Yeah,
orzo could work.
And we are trying to keep Friday the 13th at bay by cooking up some good food for you.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was Friday the 13th.
Yeah. You saw him jump when I said Friday the 13th, huh?
All right, come on, man. You got it. You're.
Uh-oh.
This is Mikasa.
All right.
Now you are the taste tester today.
All right, so let's do this thing.
Let's see.
Yeah. Dig in?
Dig in, brother.
Whatever I want. All right, here we go.
However you want it. It's hot now. It's hot. Blow that thing.
Mm-hmm. That thing is nice and spicy. It is really surprising. It isn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be with everything that went into it. But yeah, the flavors are really balanced. There's good heat. You taste the sweet of the sugar that's in there. Yeah, the shrimp was fantastic. That's what I got the first hit of. So let's dig in to get a piece of chicken. Gonna dig around a little bit and see what I can find.
I can't let him eat by himself now.
Yeah.
I've been here smelling all this stuff.
You know what? Now the heat's starting to come. So there's a gradual build to it. Yeah, that's good. That is really good. That's the one thing. This guy right here, ever since we were younger, always was in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness, this is good.
I'm hoping that my videos will be half as interesting as this. So I'll definitely have to have him come over.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
look.
shut my mouth, right?
Come on, y'all. Yeah. Take a taste. Take a taste of that.
You're teasing him.
Take a taste. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Hey, Amma.
Good.
We got business to take care of. We got to finish these plates. But I'm thankful once again. You guys were able to come into my house, be able to cook this beautiful gumbo with me on today's Friday Food Wish. Once again, shout out, 312 East West. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the recommendation of gumbo. As soon as I saw it, your recommendation of gumbo, something just lit up in me. Now, we had a little competition because I think it was Tan that said lasagna, and I do love Italian cooking as well. And I was really contemplating making lasagna as well, but gumbo always had the edge as soon as I heard it, unless someone was just gonna blow me out of the water with another recipe. So this is definitely it. Soon I'm gonna have to make jambalaya as well. Jambalaya, chicken and shrimp jumbo. Oh my goodness. Woo! I love to cook, love to eat, love to have you in my kitchen, real home cooking. If you haven't subscribed already, hit subscribe. Don't only hit subscribe, hit that notification button, the bell. Click on that bell and be notified whenever live videos come up or whenever new videos come up. Right now, this gumbo recipe is going to be put on there, and also we're going to also be adding the shepherd's pie from yesterday. That'll be on there as well within the next day or two. So thank you once again for coming into my home. This is Domingo, real home cooking. God bless. Take care. Until next time. Ciao. Yum. Peace.